Hey there, Central Student Ministries, Judd here. This is kind of a special edition midweek email that I'm sending out to everybody. The topic of this email is Echelon. Technically, Echelon applications were supposed to be due today, but I just don't think I got that information out to enough people, so I'm gonna kind of give people till this weekend to get that out. If you know that you want to be a part of Echelon, please still get me that application as soon as possible. For those who maybe aren't totally sure what Echelon is, what it's about, I wanted to just kind of put out one more quick video giving a bit of explanation about that. I've sometimes referred to it as the meat and potatoes, the real bread and butter of what we do in Central Student Ministries. My hope and my prayer is that everything that we do in Central Student Ministries directs people to Jesus, points people towards Jesus, moves students, leaders, parents, everybody into deeper, more life-giving, life-changing, lifelong relationships with Jesus. But I recognize that our journey with Jesus is a journey, it truly is, and everybody's at different stages in that. So we have to kind of do different things in different times for different people, and that's great. I don't apologize about that. But Echelon, I really want to be a place where we can reserve that space for the students who really, really want to go deep into what does it look like for them to follow Jesus. I recognize that Echelon isn't for everyone. We do try to ask a fairly high commitment of the students, just knowing that that we can go to deeper places and we can just be more real with one another if there's consistency there and punctuality there and all that sort of stuff. So there is a fairly high commitment that we ask students to. At the same time, I don't want that to be entirely prohibitive. So if you really feel like Echelon might be for you, but you know that there are some areas that you might not be able to make all those commitments, please talk to me about that. Don't just assume that writes you off. Please talk to me about that, because it's mostly where your heart is way more important than what your schedule allows for. So I've even had students do Echelon without even being in Echelon. Like kind of not being able to make the weekly commitment, but being able to dial in and dig into similar things. So also, I wanted to just give you a quick opportunity to hear from some past students who have done this. So this was just real quick, no real editing. I just asked some people who have been a part of Echelon before to send me a quick video clip of just explaining just some quick thoughts on how Echelon impacted them when they were part of it. So yeah, check these out.
Being a part of Echelon helped me to build a foundation for my relationship with God and gave me a way to relate my faith to my friends at school.
By putting me in a place where everyone had the same goal, and that goal was to go deeper and further into who Jesus is and what his plan is for our lives, how our lives are affected by him every day, and just in the different relationships we have, the different places that we go, the different places that we are. And being in that group with all those like-minded people, having that extra accountability really helped to push and stretch me to be better than who I was and to go deeper and to not just consider the easy options, but to really try to dig deep.
Echelon was a time where I discovered who I was as a person and who God wanted me to be. And it's a time where I really made my relationship with Christ the center of my life, and I decided how important to me it was.
For me, being part of Echelon has impacted my life by never being satisfied with my relationship with Jesus. Instead of focusing on my relationship with Jesus only 1 day a week or 2 days a week, like Sunday and Friday, I've tried and focus on it all the days of the week and make that the most important aspect of my life, and that's how Echelon's impacted my life.
So as you can see, Echelon, ideally it can really be a big piece in what it looks like for you to follow Jesus. So if you are wondering about that, if you have any questions about that at all, please chat with me. If you know anybody who's done it before and you want to ask them questions, by all means do that. They're in the application package, which you can find a link to in this email. There is information just kind of about what some of those commitments are that we're looking at doing this year, and just kind of some big picture stuff of what Echelon is, as well as the application. So if you know for sure you want to do this, like I said, get that application into me as soon as possible. If you're still kind of sitting on the fence and you want to ask me some questions, fire them my way. And either way though, if you can get those applications in by Friday, ideally Friday is best, bring them to house night. If you can't do that, bring them on Sunday. The first Echelon meeting is next Wednesday, so you're going to need to get those things in as soon as possible. So that's Echelon. It's been such an honor and a privilege for me to be able to walk with students in Echelon, and even getting some of the applications already. As I read them, I'm just blown away by the hunger that there is in our young people to know Jesus, to serve Jesus, to love Him, and to follow Him. So yeah, if you're thinking about it, get her done. Ask me some questions. Let's do it. It's going to be good.